Hi, my name is Olivia. I'm also going to be your occupational therapy student for today.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Well, okay.
Good. So we're here today to help you and educate you about the Epley maneuver. And I understand that you're experiencing some symptoms with vertigo right now. So we're here to help with that maneuver to subside those symptoms as well as retrain the balancing mechanisms in your ear.
And also, we know that you love to go dancing a couple of times a week with your friends. And I understand that dancing requires a lot of rotation of your body, a lot of head turning and spinning, which causes those symptoms of vertigo. So we want to go ahead and teach you this movement so that you can perform it eventually at home by yourself. And so you can go ahead and go back to dancing again.
Okay. Are you experiencing any symptoms at all right now?
I have some.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not too bad, 10 being the worst, how would you rate it?
Like a 4.
A 4? Okay. If at any point it gets worse, please let either one of us know, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and be explaining what movements this is going to require, and she's going to be here to just assist you for safety and guiding your heads into some directions.
Okay.
All right, so I understand that the symptoms are more severe when you're turning to your right, so that's the direction that we're going to go ahead and start in. So go ahead and turn your head to the right. Try to bring your chin right over your shoulder. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hold this position for 30 seconds to a minute. And what I'm going to be doing is that I'll be looking to your eyes to see if I see any nystagmus. So basically what that means is that I'm going to be looking to see if any movement of your eyes going back and forth, which will let me know if you're experiencing any dizziness. And it looks like you're good. So you're feeling okay?
Yes.
So now we're going to go ahead and slowly let's just lay down on our back while still facing to your right. Good. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to hold this position for another 30 seconds to a minute. I'm also going to go ahead and be looking to your eyes, just checking for nystagmus, and everything looks good. You still feeling okay?
Yes.
All right. So now we're going to go ahead and turn your head to your left, over your left shoulder. Now, I'll be going over here to be checking into your eyes as well for nystagmus. And again, we're going to be holding this position for another 30 seconds to a minute. All right, still feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now the next part of this is that we're going to go ahead and roll over onto your left side. And now we're going to go ahead and bring your eyes, your head facing towards the floor. Good. We're going to hold it for a couple of seconds. Still feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to push off with this hand and have you sit up nice and slow. Bring your legs off the bed. I'm looking to your eyes one more time. All right. So that completes the Epley maneuver. We can go ahead and provide a handout for you to take home. And
Do you
also,
have any questions for us today?
When should I be doing this?
You should be performing this about 2 times a day, and we would like this preferably if you want to do it 1 time before your dancing classes and 1 time after your dancing classes.
Okay. Cool.
So if you're experiencing no symptoms, it's okay. You can still perform it just to help you prevent the symptoms from onsetting. And also, if you are experiencing those symptoms, it will help alleviate those symptoms as well.
Okay. Cool.
All right, have a great day.
Thank
See you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do the Brant Dare-Off exercise in the comfort of your own home. So I want to take this opportunity to address some of the things that might put you at a risk for falling. Some of the common things that we do in our house that might put us at a risk for falling, especially when we have vertigo. So some things like cables. You want to make sure that there aren't any like crazy cables lying around the floor that might make you fall. You also want to make sure that your blanket is not too long and that all your bed sheets fit correctly. Right? So we're going to be doing this on a bed, and you want to make sure your bed is not too high, not too low, and that your feet are able to touch the ground to give us that stability when we are going to be doing this exercise. So just a small disclaimer before we do go through this exercise. We're going to be going from laying on your side to sitting back up, so this might cause dizziness and your symptoms of vertigo to kind of turn on. So you want to make sure that you're taking your time going through all the movements and that all that dizziness subsides as we're doing it. So to start off, we're going to be turning our head to the left 45 degrees. So this would be 90 and then this would be 0. We want to be somewhere in the middle. And when we turn our head 45 degrees, you might feel a little bit of the vertigo symptom turn on. You're just gonna hold that, and then you try your best. Now we're gonna shift our weight to the right, the opposite side, and then we're gonna place our weight down onto our elbow, and we're gonna slowly lower our body weight down. And as our body weight's coming down, we're gonna use that momentum, and then we're gonna kick our legs up, and we're gonna hold our head here at 45 degrees for 30 seconds. Okay, so in this position, we might feel dizzy, and then we also might get the nystagmus, which is the eyes shaking back and forth or up and down. So what we want to do is, if we feel those symptoms, we're just going to lay here until those symptoms subside. And then after that, we're going to take another 30-second break. And then to get back up, we're going to push from our elbow to our forearm and then to our wrist. And then we're also going to assist with our left hand. So this is proper mechanics to get up on your own, even when we're not doing this exercise. So again, we're going to keep our head at 45 degrees. And then we're gonna push off. We're gonna kick our legs off first, and this is gonna give us some momentum. We're gonna push up, and then we're push up from our elbow, and then our forearm, and then our wrist, and then we'll stabilize here and then turn back. Okay, so now we're gonna be going to the opposite side. So we're gonna start by turning our head to the right. We're gonna hold it at a 45-degree angle, and we're gonna use proper body mechanics to lower ourselves down. So the right hand's gonna come across, and then that weight is gonna be controlled down, and then our legs are going to come up, and we're going to hold this position 45 degrees. Our head is going to be at 45 degrees, and we're just going to hold that until the symptoms of dizziness go away. And then we're going to wait an extra 30 seconds. And then once those symptoms go away, we're going to use proper body mechanics again to get back up. So we're going to start at the elbow, and then the forearm, and then the wrist. So the legs are going to come down, and then that's going to give us some downward momentum. And then we're going to swing back up. And then we'll come back to the center. So you're gonna do this exercise 5 times each side, and then you're gonna do that twice a day for 2 weeks. Okay, so although we're doing the Epley maneuver, I also wanted to address the occupation of getting out of bed, something that we do a lot, right? So we gotta wake up and go brush our teeth, or maybe we have to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. So this is a good way to practice getting out of bed from the sideline position as well.
In addition to the branch thereof exercises, the combination of using visual and proprioceptive exercises have led to reducing dizziness and improving balance in those with vertigo. There are 6 exercises that are included. They're all done one time for 30 seconds each. The first is imagining a blank background. The second is closing your eyes and imagining a busy background like a checkerboard. Third is single leg stance right side. Then is single leg stance left side. Heel and toe raises, and then last is perturbation training. So here I tell my client to close her eyes and imagine a blank background for 30 seconds. I remind her not to let her mind wander. Next, I tell my client to close her eyes and think of a busy background, something really crazy like a checkerboard or something. And she does this for 30 seconds as well. Now is time for the single stances. So first is the right side, and then is the left side. Here my client loses her balance, so I come closer to make sure that she doesn't lose her balance or end up in a fall. We're here as occupational therapists to ensure safety through all interventions. Next, I instruct my client to do single stance left leg. Hopefully your client won't have a wiener dog trying to mess up her balance and activity. Next, I instruct my client to do heel and toe raises for 30 seconds, just as many as she can in 30 seconds without feeling too dizzy. Last but not least is perturbation training. So it's just a really long word for practicing getting your balance back. So what I'm going to do for my client is have her on an uneven surface, and I'm going to push her in multiple directions so that she has to try to gain her balance back. It might look like I'm being kind of rough, but sisters can be dramatic.